Hey y'all, sorry I look gross. I've been working out in the shop today. I am trying to recreate something that my husband has already built one before, but he was at work today, so he couldn't show me how. Now, before you come for me, I realize he's not better at woodworking just because he's a male. He's better at woodworking just because he's better at woodworking. He is way, I suspect, more talented, at least a lot more detail oriented than I am, and he's a machinist by trade, so of course he is. I'm more of a right brain creative, and he's strictly black and white, measure twice, cut once, all that good stuff. Sorry, but anyhow, I'm out here trying to recreate a piece that he made a while back, but he was at work today, so I am working with no supervision, and sometimes that's not a great thing. I was doing pretty good. Let me tell you about what I've been doing. Started out with the miter saw and cut down these 24-inch boards. Then I ripped a pile of boards with my table saw, and then I made these little rectangles, boxes, whatever you want to call them. And I'm about to call it a day because the weather's getting bad here in Tornado Alley. We're in Alabama in the springtime, so that's not always a safe place to be. So I'm going to go on in and get out of the shop. I will say, out of all the tools that I've been using today, the brad nailer is what almost got me. And I should know how to use that because we used one of those building our house years ago, but that's been almost 18 years ago, so I'm a little rusty, but I'm gonna get it and I'll be back to show you what I built. Okay, so I'm back out in the shop and I have my little table put together now. I unfortunately was not able to assemble and video at the same time. I'm just not that good yet, but I did get some tips on some easier ways to do it. So hopefully next time I can get my tripod out here and do a little better with showing all the assembly process. Okay, so here is my little very much imperfect little side table that I built out of fence boards. And here are the places where I messed up with my brad nailer and ended up having them hanging out from under. And yeah, my hand is going to be sore from pulling out all those brads. This little guy right here was, I guess, my best friend today, but not really. I hate this thing. Here are all the brads that I had to pull out during the process because I was shooting them wonky and I had to do it with pliers, and that is not fun. But anyway, here is the table that I built, and I just want to show you kind of going through the steps. What I did first, I cut these boards on the top. That was the first step. And then I cut the legs, and those had to be ripped in two. And so, again, I did that with my table saw. Then I cut the little braces for the top and bottom, if you can see that, and assembled them like boxes. So then I had to get it all together, and the legs are just like made in an L shape. I just made like corners for each edge, and then put the little frames down in the center. I have since learned that that is probably not the best way to do it. I probably should have assembled the legs first and then just laid one board at a time down on it, and that would probably have been easier, but now I know. So next time I think I can do this a lot quicker and a lot easier. But yeah, here's my first little table. It is way not perfect, but it is done, and next time I will do my best to have my tripod out here and video the whole process. So that's it. Again, my little table is far from perfect, but I guess for a beginner, it's not that bad. I will say I have a little bit of an advantage since I'm able to use all these tools out here in the shop, and for the most part, I've been able to figure things out as I go. I don't have a extreme woodshop background, but I have seen other people using the tools, and I have used part of them in the past, like the brad nailer, even though, like I said, that was one of the things I had the most trouble with. And I've used a table saw before and a miter saw before a little bit. So, but just making a piece of furniture is a whole different thing. But I'm hoping sometime in the near future, like, I'm not going to sell this little table that I just made, because it is just, I want my stuff to be really good before I put it up for sale. But at some point, I'm hoping to make that maybe part of my retirement plan for things that I'm going to be making when I finally get retired soon. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in this type of project, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. And like I said, next time the plan is to be good enough to video while I'm actually assembling whatever that project may be. And also I'll still be doing some craft projects and things along those lines. So I'd love it if you would subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.